The left has gone completely mad in recent days, and even in the midst of the shooting tragedy in Alexandria, some just can't stop spewing hateful words while pushing their political agenda. Well, Hannah Scherlocher joins us today. She has firsthand experience when it comes to investigating radical professors and interviewing students at left-leaning colleges. Hannah, welcome to the Global Lane.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And I first want to mention an article that your organization published yesterday that was full of tweets from different professors regarding Wednesday's shooting. So let's take a look at a couple of those. This is Robin Morris. In the first tweet, well, we already knew it was a white guy who did the shooting. They got him into custody instead of killing him. The second one, wishing Steven Scalise a full recovery, except for the part of him that thinks a good guy with a gun can stop a bad guy with a gun. Daniel Blair, I wonder if Steve Scalise will rethink his A+ NRA rating. Thoughts and prayers do nothing. Carl Qualls, another angry white man with easy access to guns and state with almost no regulations. Gabby Giffords, Steve Scalise, it isn't politics, it's guns. Another one, DC Homos, tweets, thoughts and prayers to Steve Scalise, who accepted $18,500 from the NRA and wants more guns on the streets. The next one, also from DC Homos, anti-LGBT lawmaker Steve Scalise, victim in Alexandria shooting. Of course, they had to point that out. So, Hannah, what was your reaction to the lack of compassion from some of these professors?
Unfortunately, my reaction was not too surprised. This is kind of part of a broader picture of college campuses and professors breeding intolerance and shutting down any conservative thought or ideas that differ from their own. So this is horrific. At a time like this, we should be coming together and grieving such a tragedy, but instead, these professors are using it to continue breeding intolerance. And if students don't learn tolerance on these college campuses and respectful discourse and diversity of opinion, we can only expect more of this type of violence.
So guns is really a hot-button issue from the left, especially on college campuses, but all over the left. Is it really a gun issue? What are students saying about current gun laws?
This is not a gun issue. This is an issue of the political climate turning a very violent corner lately. We have to be careful where we point fingers in situations like this. We saw Madonna saying she's going to blow up the White House, right? And we see Kathy Griffin holding Trump's severed head. And then just a couple of days ago, we see Shakespeare in the Park depicting Trump being brutally assassinated. So the implications go a little bit deeper. This is written off as hypersensitive or exaggerated. But when violence is actually advocated for, even in the name of jest or art, it really gets into dangerous territory.
These, Hannah, are institutions of higher learning. What do you find about students? How informed are they or uninformed are they? How many actually know what's going on?
Not very many. College campuses are supposed to be the marketplace of ideas. They're supposed to be the environments where students can hone their critical thinking skills. Instead, they're coming out not learning tolerance, they're not learning respectful discourse, and it's very dangerous. They're not learning their critical thinking skills. They're learning to replace ideas with outrage, and that's very dangerous. And in turn, we see this resist movement where this resist movement is dominating the political discourse, and students are learning from their professors to stomp out any ideas they don't like. And it gets into dicey territory, and it's very dangerous, and the implications are pretty severe when we're disregarding a lack of civility, when we're dehumanizing those we disagree with instead of listening to them.
I want to talk about a headline in one of the campus reform articles yesterday. It stated that a professor from the University of Florida said that American patriotism is drenched in whiteness. He said, quote, patriotism casts whites as exclusively the true Americans and serves to imply that blacks are abnormal, illegitimate, uncivilized, and un-American. Then he went on to say the racial and gender order is as old as America. Full citizenship in this nation was reserved exclusively for white men. Many American institutions, ideologies, and cultural artifacts still reflect this racial and gender order, some more deliberate and explicit than others. Now, I mean, wow. Hannah, what was your reaction to this?
Again, my reaction was not too shocked because professors have been dominating the political discourse and laying that foundation. So to add to that, we saw a professor at Purdue University who actually called for the raping of pro-life women. And they get away with it, and they do it because they can. And these professors, there's nobody holding them accountable. So my reaction is saddened. As a recent college graduate, the implications are scary. You know, my little sister is about to enter college, and I just worry what she's going to be exposed to. But, you know, it's not a surprise coming from these professors when no one's holding them accountable.
Well, maybe we need more conservative students attending the classes challenging them. But I guess there's a problem. They may end up with bad grades as a result.
Right. Yeah. A lot of conservatives, we have a tip line that conservatives will email us very often, and then they'll say, I don't know what to do. I need help. I'm afraid of losing my academic standing. So they reach out to Campus Reform for help. And a lot of times they ask to remain anonymous in fear. And it's sad that oftentimes the hostility environment that these professors create, they instill fear in the students before they even step into the classroom, because they know, they are taught that you do not speak up unless you think and talk just like us. It's very dangerous.
Okay, well, Hannah Scherlocher, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again, okay?
Thank you for having me.
God bless you.